sorry ass DJ.
You can get some.
It's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, and it's the Big Detecting Show. And here tonight with us is You're not Adrian.
It's
me.
Nick
Dawn.
Hello, and thank you. This is the first time I've ever been a host on a show, so I'm not quite sure what to do. I'm sure I'm going to have a fantastic time. And let's hope that Adrian's all right, because he told me he had to go to the doctors about something.
Well, he's just sent me a picture, and he's actually in the doctors drinking medicine now.
It's
sort of a Merlot-coloured medicine.
So it's not really the hemorrhoid thing that he was going for then? Because that's what I thought. That's what
it wasn't. It wasn't hemorrhoids. It was worse than hemorrhoids.
Oh,
but
right. Anyway,
we don't discuss that. Something he picked up in Cyprus, apparently. Dirty Cypriot.
Anyway, congratulations, Dave, on your 200th episode of the Big Detecting Show. You've been going every week, going stronger and stronger.
It's not my 200th episode. It's ours. It's everybody's.
Right, the whole community, because you do include the community. You include everybody, don't you? It's a really nice show.
We do try to. If somebody asks for something, we try and get the guest on. We try to get a prize. We try to do anything, any ideas anyone has. We always try to incorporate somehow. So, and thank you. Obviously, you've been with us more or less from the start as a guest when we first started out. In fact, the first show we ever did was a live walk around the field in the preemptive show to the Big Detecting Show, and you were one of the people we were chatting to live in the field. Well, Mike Hare. Yeah, it was Detectable 2018. Mike Hare phoned me up to do a brief interview, and we ended up on the phone for an hour and a half.
Right, so you say I went on my first group dig was with you.
It was.
And then my first on a thing like this was with you as well.
And your first hosting with me as well.
That's what I mean. Oh, yeah. Oh, Dave.
So here we are. Yes, 200 shows in. Now, we do have a little bit of a... Let me see his message. No, that was Chris Langston who messaged. Hope Chris is okay. Our guest tonight, Gary Smith from Lockdown Competitions, he's unfortunately stuck in traffic somewhere. So as soon as he gets back, hopefully he'll be tuning in. If not, we might decide just to go, hey, anybody, if you want to come on the show, seeing it's the 200th birthday, 200th episode, give us a shout, come on, chat some, apart from that Eagle DJ. Mind you, I don't have to ban him tonight. I don't have to put him on the naughty step. Adrian's not here.
Who you put on the naughty step usually?
Adrian's detecting brother, Eagle Eye DJI on the chat. He goes in the naughty step. Whenever he comments, Adrian says, put him on the naughty step and you can give him a time out.
Is it really Adrian's brother?
No, it's just his mate who he goes detecting with.
Oh, right.
But he's just, Adrian and me just like to speak to him like he's Adrian's brother.
Well, that's the shame about Gary, because he did find out that I was going to be hosting this show with him.
That's why he's not come on.
He sent me a little message and he said, oh, it should be funny, and I said, well, it might not be for you if I turn into Mrs. Merton. But I was joking, you know what I mean? So whether he's become scared now of coming on in case I'm not start digging about in his past and stuff, I don't know.
Well, we'll definitely have someone. I mean, already somebody in particular has asked me to send him the link, but he doesn't want. Sorry, he will ruin the night. He said, but he won't because he's lovely. He's all talk. Rob Random. He's all that. He's definitely
right.
He's lovely. Hello to my daughter who's in the chat, Alex. Hello, and James will probably watch him with her. Although my granddaughter Hallie definitely won't.
How do you see the comments, Dave?
What? What you on?
It's all right.
There it is.
Found them. I found the comments. I'll be able to see who's on now. And then also, I'll have to put my glasses on first because otherwise I won't be able to see.
There you go. Lots of people saying hello to you anyway.
Hey, there you go. Eagle Eye. I'm the better looking brother. You know, I agree with you there, Eagle Eye.
Whoa.
Oh, I like this now. I can see it.
Oh, my granddaughter isn't there. She'll be at her dad's.
Hi, Stephen Brame.
You see, the only reason my daughter's watching is because I'm in the process of turning a boyfriend into a metal detectorist.
Oh, yeah, good move.
I've only known him 3 months and he's already getting into it. So he's been told he's coming to the RCM as my guest to man the stall with me.
Right. Well, talking about RCM then, so let's have a talk about some of the rallies that are coming up soon.
Well, you were actually contacting me. You commented on something today about a rally that's coming up that I don't actually know many rallies per se that take place other than the big ones. And you're going to one next weekend, aren't you?
Yeah. So I'm going down next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going down to somewhere near Oxford, Chipping Norton sort of area. And it's something to do with Stephen Pettican. Tidy detectorist.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's something to Valley Searchers, I think it is. So it's I think this weekend's the last time you can buy any tickets. So if you want to buy any tickets, £60 for the whole weekend. And it's in a good area.
Yeah.
We've just got to be like that for the weather. But I mean, the weatherman said that the end of the month should start getting a bit warmer, which it wants to be, because we're all like,
yeah, we're going to get snow.
We're all frustrated, aren't we, with the weather?
More snow this week.
It's been snowing, and the other day there was hailstone hitting my back door. I thought there was somebody knocking on the door, and it was just like massive hailstones. I'm like this, yes, hello, you know.
We talk about obviously the weather and the ground conditions. I went out with Shane, Steve, Ricardo, and my lad. Do you know what? We went out anyway, the 5 of us, and really good land. Last time we were there, several Ahmed coins come up. Caroline Parkinson had a medieval pouring spout with a zoomorphic dog head on it.
Ooh,
beautiful.
Oh,
really good day, blah, blah, blah. Went there this time on 2 different fields to start off with, both covered in green waste. We didn't last long on either of them. I don't even think between the 2 it was an hour. Went on to another field. At that point, I decided to mess with my settings and my Manticore, thinking I was going to sort it all out and give myself a good bonus. Yeah, that wasn't happening. So went on to the last field that we had all the good. Everything was like glue, Dawn. It was just like glue.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it? I mean, there is a good tip that people have told me. You know, when you're going on the fields where it sticks to your boots, and your boots go like a big football, and each leg weighs about 5 stone. If you could put a pair of socks over your wellies, it stops the mud sticking to it, and then you don't have that problem, Dave. So get yourself a pair of socks.
It's a good idea.
Well, it's true, and I've seen quite a few people using that method, and it's really, really good. It really works. Just an old pair of socks over your welly, because I think with the stretch of the fabric, I don't think the mud stick on it the same. I think it just stretches and falls off. I don't know.
That's a good idea.
I don't know the engineering behind it, but it works.
I might get told off for sticking them in the washing machine, though.
Yeah. I don't think you wives out there will be happy when you say, "Love, can you wash my socks, please?"
Anyway, this last field that we went on was the stuff that had all the good stuff on, and you know, I don't think any of us found anything. I think Shane had one of your favourite cartwheel penny.
Yeah.
But I found 2 musket balls and 2 p all day. That was it. The rest was crap.
Just there we go.
Mason, me lad, I've got the Manticore. He's got the Minelab Vanquish. Comes up, Dad, I found a coin. Yeah, Georgian won it. I find 2p and 2 musket balls. He's found the Georgian coins. I was like that. Nice one.
I should imagine though, with a machine like the Manticore and that, it's going to take some learning, isn't it? It's not something that you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But so, as I say,
bear with it, Dave. You know what it's like. You've got to stick with it, learn your machine.
Yeah.
And then it'll happen.
There was 3 Deus 2 users, all obviously been with it a long time now. All know what they're doing with it. None of them found anything. Manticore didn't find anything of consequence. Vanquish didn't find anything. So it was just like Andy T over in Canada said, moist conditions gives deeper penetration. Fantastic. Anyway, but it was that moist. It was just, I don't know. It was like
that word in, didn't you?
No signals.
Yeah.
Well, Adrian's not here, so I've got to do something.
There's moist and there's moist though, isn't there, when it comes to land? You know,
moist and completely saturated.
But I mean, what we're suffering at the minute is like, I went on one bit of grass and it seemed to be floating on the top. You know, like it was like some sort of like big sponge.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't dig in that, or or you can get some and it's a little bit of dry there and a bog there and a bit of dry there and a bog there, and I can't get into the zone. Because I know what you're all probably the same. I love a nice day when I'm not too hot, not too cold, and I can just mosey and just daydream all day. I love that. But now I can't do that. What's happened?
Nothing. Why?
Oh, I put my elbow on my keyboard and then all my screen went on frozen, like I was going to do a print screen. And I thought I'd just lost everything.
What I was going to say then, I think as well, a lot of the ground conditions, we as metal detectorists see it more than other people, apart from obviously farmers. Where we were, I think the clay layer was 12 inches to a foot and a half down. So obviously that saturation's it's not going to go below the clay, is it? It's got to remain. It's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's what's happening with the constant rain. There's nowhere for it to go in round here.
And then the next problem that's going to happen, which is that when it does stop raining and the sun starts coming out, all that mud is going to really turn concrete. It's going to make the ground so hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think we're up against it this year, diggers.
12 inches, Rob. 12 inches. Anyway, we do have a couple of, we have 3 voicemails tonight.
Oh, right.
Probably all from Adrian, because some of them are different names. So let me just share the screen. Which one's that one? Is that Adrian? Let's go for that one first. So I have to add this to the screen. There you go. And you will hear the voicemail now.
Good evening, everyone. And hello, Dawn. Hello, David. Sorry I can't make tonight. I'm out with the housing manager on a big birthday, so drinking lots and eating lots and things. So enjoy the show and congratulations on 200 years and letting me... 200 years? What? I haven't been thinking what? Well, I did have a turnout at the time. Congratulations on the 200th episode and many more to follow, hopefully. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you hopefully next week. Bye.
Better I'll see us next week.
Yeah, no.
And we've got more. Find another one. It is a pain. It should be easy. I'm going to have a word with this company. Oh, no, I can't do it yet, can I? I have to do that first. This is from Wayne Kerr.
I want to say hello to Dawn and David. Looking forward to watching the show tonight. Shame Adrian's not on because he's so funny and good looking. Have a lovely evening, everyone, and I'm looking forward to the show.
And the last one is from somebody called...
As good as that, this is the last one. That was good, that one.
This is from... who's it from? Ivor Hunt. Oh, hold on.
I just like the very great show. I love watching it. Shame Adrian's not on tonight because it makes the show, nothing against Dawn, but Adrian's so good. Have a great day. We're watching it. Bye.
Somebody tells me that might have all been Adrian.
Watch this. Watch your show, Dave.
I think it was Adrian and Adrian and Adrian.
Anyway, Michael Jarvis has said, is it Dawn's wall tonight? What does that mean?
We usually have Adrian's wall on where we pick where you do it, where you picked all the numbers the other week and wouldn't let anyone pick a number because you're being mean. But we haven't got a Dawn's wall. Adrian I didn't ask Adrian to send over one for tonight. Oh. So we were going to have one and we were going to give a prize away on tonight's one, but courtesy of Detect Our Wear, but I forgot, so we'll have to put that back to next week, I think.
Gone wrong, everybody. I thought tonight we were going to have poppers and a bit of glittery sparkle party atmosphere and all that. And the guests don't turn up. You got no prizes. You know.
Oh, I haven't got an Apple computer. That's Adrian. I can't do it. Stephen Braham said, "Call it Dawn's Porn," but he spelt it porn as in pawn shop, not the other blue stuff. So
anyway,
it's like,
I'm not Adrian.
We don't.
Yeah, you see, you don't know that. Well, don't be sure there's a dancing skills. Well, not really. I've only got a kind of Aldi sugar-free zero orange. It's not really good for dancing. That I mean, I have to find coins to get to that dancing stage. You know, of can of orange ain't going to do it. I'm afraid.
I'm just sending somebody a link, so it won't be a moment.
Oh, is somebody coming on?
Hopefully.
Philip Wills, I'll just put this out there for you. I know people out there think I'm a bit of an alcoholic and I like a big drink, right? Which,
listen, hold on. Let me stop you there.
There's all these little stories about
just say hand sanitizer
and all that. But in reality, I don't really drink that much at all. In fact, the last time I had a drink was on the 22nd of December. So that meant I didn't have one on my birthday, didn't want to have one Christmas Eve or Christmas, New Year's Eve, or since then. None
at all since then?
No.
Can you guarantee that?
It might have been when I did that open the box. I might have had some at then.
What about when you were last on the Big Detecting Show and you had a bottle of Jägermeister?
Well, yeah, but that's because I was on the internet. I mean, it's like, that's what I'm saying. If I ever do have a drink, I go on the internet. So it appears to other people that I'm always drinking, but that is the only time that I actually do drink, because I live on my own, you see, and I don't like drinking on my own because Diggy gets bored. His conversation's rubbish when you want to have a bit of a giggle, and so then I just think, oh, I wish I had someone to talk to, and then I'll have another one. And the next day I think, oh, I've got loads of friends on the internet. I'll go on there and sing to them. That's how it all happens.
We're all missing the trick. Me and my mates in work have sussed it out. We don't need a dog. We need a hyena, because anything you say, they'll be having a good laugh with you. You're like, did you see that bloke the other day? And it'd be laughing at you, your hand on your shoulder, laughing his head off. Be meant. Hi, Chris Langston in the chat. Hey, we've got a video. We do have a video to play. For those of you who don't know, it's been Garrett's 60th birthday. Nearly as big as 200, but it's
in the afternoon.
Birthday. Excuse me. So I've taken the liberty of acquiring the Garrett Happy 60th birthday video. So it's a 4-minute clip. And hopefully the person who I've sent the link to will be here when we come back. So happy 60th birthday to Garrett. Don't forget about all your questions for Dawn about any potential storms and such like that we told you to come up with to answer. And we're back in a moment.
This week, Garrett is celebrating our Founders Week. For 60 years, we have created the best quality products for both treasure hunting and security use, all made in America, right here in Garland, Texas.
Happy 60th, Garrett.
Happy anniversary. Happy 60th anniversary for this company.
Happy International, 60 years and still going strong. Look at Garrett, I've been here 24 years.
I do like working here with Garrett Metal Detectors, and happy 60th year anniversary.
On behalf of all the employees, we'd like to thank all the customers that have supported us throughout the years. On a personal note, I would like to thank all of the employees whose nationalities are shown by the flags on display behind us.
My name is Dan Nguyen. I've been on this company in 2013, been in 10 years. I like the company, have job security.
Grateful to be here. Happy anniversary, Garrett, 60 years.
And we would like to say happy anniversary for the 60th anniversary of Garrett.
Yay!
Happy anniversary, Garrett. Here's to 60 more years.
Happy anniversary for 60 years.
Happy 60th anniversary to Garrett.
Victor Valenzuela, I've been here 25 years. I am the production supervisor for security. I'm blessed to have a great staff and want to thank the customers out there. And happy 60th anniversary, Garrett.
Well, it's been a great ride. I've been here almost half of that 60 years, or a little over half, and it's been a good place to work and good company, and I've enjoyed it.
All right, happy anniversary to Garrett on its 60th. I've been here over 25 years. It's wonderful working for a company that respects its employees and makes a fine product. So congratulations to Garrett.
Hi, my name is Liam. It's my wife here. We've been here over 40 years. Happy anniversary, 60 years. Go Garrett.
From Garrett's marketing department to you.
Since 1964, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. It's been 53 years for me. What a great experience.
I've been working with Garrett about 15 years, and I like, all employees.
To all the customers we talk to every day,
Happy 60th anniversary.
My name is Gary Banter. I've been here for about 22 years. I've enjoyed working with all these wonderful people. Happy anniversary, Garrett.
Hey, it's Aaron Ariano, Senior Product Manager at Garrett. Happy 60th anniversary.
Hi, my name is Dana De Leon, and I work in the warehouse department here at Garrett Metal Detectors. And on behalf of Garrett, I want to say thank you to the customers and happy 60th anniversary, Garrett.
My name is Chu Nguyen, so I've been here 20 years with this company. Congratulations and happy 60 years anniversary.
Hello, my name is Rita Blanco. I'm an account manager here on the consumer side. I'm so glad to be a part of the Garrett family.
Wish Garrett a very happy 60th anniversary.
On behalf of the team of Hand Hills, we'd like to say happy anniversary.
Happy 60th. As I think about the 60th year of Garrett, I've got to think about Charles and Eleanor and the legacy that they started. When they sat down to talk about the company and what it would mean, it was about a great product at a great price and the best customer service. 60 years later, we're doing the same thing. So thanks to all the employees for what they do, and we look forward to the next generation of Garrett.
What a fantastic little behind the scenes look at Garrett.
Well, I went, it was a year ago that I actually went over to Texas. And I spent time in the factory, walking around and everything, having a good look at everything. And you could tell already that the staff were really happy. It was a really nice place. And it was so clean. That's what I couldn't get over. It was so clean. But it was amazing, watching the coils being made and everything, all that stuff going in them. And yeah, it was really, really good. It was.
I really want to work in shipping with that dude with the long hair and the big grey beard, because I reckon.
Well, the one he had like two tubes there. Yeah,
he has I bet he's all sorts of substances there that Rob Random would like enjoy sitting with him. Rob Random, I've sent you a link and you still haven't opened it.
Oh, Dave, everything you're doing tonight's rubbish.
I know.
You can't even get a person in the chat now to come on. You can't get a guest on.
I can't get a guest. I can't get a guest. Kev Marchese. Hiya, Kev. Nice to see you, young man. He's the most handsome man in Metal Detector.
Kevin Ray. Oh, he's very good looking.
He should make his own calendar of just like Kev on his own.
And he's very kind. I was in B&Q once and I had a problem with some plumbing. And I was in B&Q and I had no idea what I was doing. And I rang him up and he told me what to buy. Because he's a plumber, isn't he?
So you had the problem with your plumbing, is what you're saying?
Yeah, a proper piping plumbing, yeah. Not lady plumbing.
Okay.
So yeah, and he taught me through it in B&Q about how to fix it. Do you remember that, Kev, when you did that?
Let me just try again. Oh, for some reason it hasn't sent it. I don't know why.
Well, Rob, listen, he did it to me before. I said, can you send me the background for this green screen thing? So he said about 3 hours ago, yeah, sent it. Nothing.
I had sent it. I sent it. And then
I've sent it, and it was there about 2 minutes to 7.
I sent it, and I had to resend it again. Yeah. I've sent it again, but it said it's sent, but I've done it a different way than I normally would, so it should be with you now anyway. I'm glad I didn't organise loads of different guests for tonight. You're sitting here on my own, shaking
Well,
my
I
head.
had loads. You know what? I've got a book here, and I've actually done some preparation and wrote out questions for Gary. Gary Smith.
I tell you what, right? With all
half an hour
truthfulness and
doing a bit of
honesty,
prep.
with all truthfulness and honesty, me and Adrian have never done that.
Have you not?
No.
Well, it was just for emergencies in case I had nothing to say, which doesn't happen very often. But I thought, you know, if I'm co-hosting and it's going to be a special one, I better get some nice questions for Gary. And now he's not on.
Well, Rob Random's got that now, so he's probably just making himself exceptionally comfortable, putting his pants back on and such like, and hopefully he'll be with us any second. So that'll be nice. So have you been out recently anyway, Detective Dawn?
Yeah, I've been out a few times. I've been out with a couple with a Polish group called Happy Hunters, and they've been down sort of where have I been to? Sort of Leakish area.
Oh
down
yeah,
there.
on my doorstep. What's that about?
So yeah, so that's been there, but it's been quite wet and rainy.
It has a bit. Hey, we have somebody joining us.
Who's it gonna be? Oh, it's Rob Random.
Good evening, Puddles. How are you with your trippy wallpaper?
Yeah, all good. How's you doing? How you doing, Dawn?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, that's some wallpaper, that is, isn't it?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's a green screen, really. I didn't want to show off the mansion.
All right.
You know, if ever you're in doubt, if ever you're in need, Rob's there. Yeah, send me the link. I'll come on.
Yeah,
Right,
why not?
I'll give Rob one of my questions then, Ed, for Gary. One that suits.
So,
Rob.
So, Rob, tell us about lockdown competition.
No, not.
Well, what you got to do, put a few quid in. Have a few quid, tuck it behind, and you'll get a nice new detector.
Have you got any tips? Because I keep going for big silvers and I don't win. I've never win one.
That dog.
I don't know. Let me put the camera down. You can see my tits in a second. I mean, hang on. Oh, tips. Sorry, Dawn. I didn't realise you just wanted the tip.
So anyway, here's my question for you, Rob. So if you've been out detecting one day at the weekend, you've had a really good day, you've been out on the fields, up and down the hills and all that, you're going home with a pocket full of things to make you smile. What's your go-to takeaway for after all that?
What's my what after all of that?
Do you have a takeaway, or when you've had that day of fresh air all day and that, and you go home? I always fancy a beer in a takeaway. Now I'm just wondering, do you? And if you do, which takeaway would it be?
Do you know that's actually better than Adrian's question about what sandwich to take with you?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's just that I do it sometimes. You be out all day and you build up a really lovely appetite, don't you? Go on, Rob. What would you be?
I think Chinese. A good Chinese. You can't beat a good Chinese, can you?
Oh, yeah, man after me own
heart. As long as they got the decent chef on, because my local one, I think they swap around a little bit. So one time you'll get an excellent, meal, and then the next time.
They're not good, them sort of chippies, when you don't know, they're a bit iffy.
Well, that's it. It's all this Deliveroo and stuff, and it, and Just Eat and everything. Who knew that lockdown would come up with something decent like that? Of just like, you can get everything delivered now. I mean, I can get women delivered, drugs delivered. The whole.
Do you know the thing is though, it is good that, but I mean, I go in the co-op quite a lot because I'm not a big shopper. I don't like going with too many people, so nipping in the co-op does me.
You're female, of course. You're a big shopper.
No, not.
I bet your Amazon account is massive.
I put lipstick on and I sort of disguised as one, but I'm not actually your average woman. I hate shopping. I don't like handbags. I don't think I even own one. I've got one that I'm forced to take out every now and then if it's somewhere special, but I try and avoid them things. I don't like any sort of crowds. No.
What about thongs?
thongs. Oh no.
Oh, well done, Don.
No, I like big belly
I've
warmers.
heard you sing
now.
a few
So when you
songs on
see
the-
me dancing, I've got belly warmers on. Don't be under any
Right.
illusion.
When you've had a drink, you like to sing some thongs.
Sing some thongs.
So,
yeah.
Treasure Hunter, Petticoats just totally bemused me. Belly pork, okay. You potatoes, good accompaniment. And tinned plum
you seen his
tomatoes.
cooking at the events at the weekend.
Tinned plum tomatoes with belly pork.
He takes like half the shop with him, and he loves his garnish. So he's got all the bits of greenery and cherry tomatoes, and then he's got his cheese, all different cheeses, and his cheese board. And that. I've never seen someone so lavish on these digs. You know what I mean?
I can't knock him. He brought me breakfast once or twice, so I won't knock him.
Me and Stephen Pettican's birthday is nearly the same day, and we sort of appreciate the finer things in life at Dick's.
Well, I'll be seeing you next weekend.
Oh, are you going?
Oh yes,
I'm looking for.
Yeah.
They've said that the weather's going to be nice, haven't they?
Yeah, hopefully. I've been told that it might be a bit wet on the Sunday. So,
Right, well, it doesn't matter because I've bought a big motorbike suit. Have you seen it?
oh God, no.
I
had an image then. I had an image.
I bought a big motorbike suit. It's like they put on when you go in a motorbike, waterproof.
Yeah.
Comes up in it, you just zip it in like that. It's a full on.
Dawn, I've got to ask you, Dawn, are you going to camp or are you doing it lavish as usual in a hotel, B&B, Airbnb? Yeah, of course you are. Yeah. All right.
Well, you know what I mean? It's
back to Dawn's.
Listen, I don't go on holiday, right? I never go to Greece or Spain or anywhere like that. I never go because I don't have anyone to go with, you see. My holidays are metal detecting events. So that's why I go and I make it a little holiday. Because if I go to metal detector, I can metal detect, can have a bit of a chat. Then I can go to a monastery or something that's nearby, go and have a look at that for a bit. And then I can go and have a nice shower. And then I can go to the pub next door and have a nice meal. And then go to a warm bed. And then when I get back to the camp in the morning, where you lot are all
like a good dirty woman on these weekends. You don't have to be clean, We like a good dirty woman.
Well,
I must admit that is my holidays the last few years. Basically, this weekend is the first one. I'm sure I'm going to do some before RCM, and then you've got Detective All the weekend after, which I'll be doing as well. So that's quite an intense weekend, and the next weekend you're straight out again.
Sometimes when I've been to two back to back, and you've got all that travelling in between and that as well, because it's like 5 hours there, 5 hours back.
How about you? I'll go there and do a bit of detecting, maybe a couple of hours. But generally, it's the meeting people and having a good crack, campfire, taking Dave his cake and making sure he gets it. Just generally having a good crack there. I mean, there's usually a good amount of us that will camp up together. All these dopey YouTubers that we are, and get our videos out there. And as you know, this Chipping Norton one, which you're not allowed to mention, but not you can mention Chipping Norton. You've been all right. You've been all right. I'm the naughty one because I'm going to tell everyone it's on Clarkson's farm. Woo-hoo! Didn't you know that?
No, I didn't know it.
On Diddley Squat, but they didn't want it advertised as that. The people run it. It could have been.
When he comes out, I'm going to cost him if he does.
Well, it's basically been organised by the guy that's organising it with old. I think he's good friends with Caleb, so I'm sure Caleb will be popping in. I'm so hoping that Gerald is about. He talks
Gerald or Caleb's there. You need to get him to do Jeremy, a very short video. I'm Caleb, I'm Gerald, and this is the Big Detecting Show. That's all you need to do. Seconds.
Well, that's going to cost you, mate.
Especially what's not Caleb. Money. Especially what's his name, Gerald. That'd be hilarious.
I don't know him.
The old fella, Rudy Gurdy. Have you not watched Clarkson's Farm?
He's the wall builder.
You've not watched Clarkson's Farm?
I don't watch a lot of telly. I only watch documentaries on history and serial killers.
Have you got Amazon Prime?
Huh?
Have you got Amazon Prime?
Yeah, but yeah.
Watch
I've
Jack
got them all. I
Clarkson's,
pay for everything, but I don't watch. I only watch a
watch
couple of
Clarkson's
times.
Farm. You won't say honestly.
top.
It's brilliant.
It's a
It's
top
funny.
program.
I'll watch it now. Then I'll catch up now. I'm not
Well,
going.
you'll have to now because you need to know who you're speaking to next week. 'Cause you won't know who Caliber's otherwise. Or Gerald.
Super famous. I don't know. You just can't. You know.
You
can't
embarrass yourself when
understand,
you
can
don't
you?
watch telly and you come across people. Because I went on a half dig, and it was a special one. We went up to this hall, and the people that had bought the hall, there was an American film actress and some other guy. Anyway, we were all chatting outside and that, and I'm chatting away and she about all Digger Dawn stuff. And it was the American actress, wasn't it? You know, just felt really embarrassed actually afterwards.
Remember when I was organising that dig for the Mayor of Rochdale, Dawn, and we went up to the hills and we were like, nah, we can't do it here. It's just people and I ended up accosting. Do you remember Johnny Briggs, Rob?
No.
Oh,
maybe.
It's Kevin Webster's sister out of Coronation Street now, but she used
Ah,
to be
right,
Briggs'
okay.
sister.
Yeah,
I accosted her, didn't I, Dawn?
Wow.
You can't remember.
Yeah, when we were
There
looking
it
up.
is.
Yeah, we were on that lane. Yeah.
And they had the local history fair on as well. It just so happened.
Yeah. It's funny who you bump into, isn't it?
Dawn, could you only dig half a hole on the half dig?
I thought Dawn was that, international fan. You don't dig your own holes, do you? A bit like out of, you got people to dig holes for you.
No, I don't. I pay my way and everything. And I'll tell you what, I've recently, I mean, this year, I've seen some really terrible holes dug. So I made a bit of a video the other day on how to dig a neat hole.
Well, what you need to do with that video is make sure it's got Polish subtitles. Just saying.
No, it's not just everywhere. It's everywhere I go. I always see them. And I tend to walk around the field.
Polish everywhere. I've seen some terrible things that those boys have done. I literally watched one of them dig a hole, found a massive chain, and he said to his mate something like "Uki and his mate said, "Yeah, stick all your rest of your stuff in there." So he poured his bag of crap into the hole and then filled it up. I was like, "Wow!"
Oh, well, in the video, I do say don't put stuff back in the hole because that's another annoying thing. But I do tend to walk around and I see a hole, I'm stamping them back in, even though they're not mine. I just do it that automatically.
Oh, Dominic's going to get me. Don't you come to the dig, mate. But, the truth has got to be told. It has to be told. I always fill my holes because I only dig about 3, so I've got no excuse, really.
I think I actually am friends on Facebook with Valley Rallies. Is that who's...
It's Valley Rally, yeah, that's it.
Right, got you.
You doing anything this coming weekend, Dave? Come on, you got to get your ass there, mate. It's going to be wicked.
Next weekend.
If fancies it now, we're all going.
I mean, what day are we? Oh, Thursday, isn't
Mate,
it?
I don't even know what I'm doing this weekend. Honestly, I've been bloody busy lately and I got a clue what's going on.
I can sort you out. I know one of the geezers running it. I can get you a ticket, mate. Not a problem.
Come on, Dave.
I'll have to be left with me, honestly. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing after work tomorrow, never mind anything else.
Well, hopefully I'm going to be turning up a bit early, going to help the lads out and do some videos and that sort of thing. So it should be good. It should be a nice chilled one. Maybe get there Thursday and then chill out for the Friday. Do a bit.
It's going to be nice, warm weather. It'll be nice.
Yeah,
we're going to have
how
a great
many,
time.
how
Dave's
many people are they
there, all
expecting?
like bitter and jealous.
I think it's capped at about 200. I know they've got. I know last time I knew there was at least 100. Yeah, Adrian. I'm going to teach you how to fill a hole properly, Dave.
Hello to Brian Stewart from Kansas in the US of A.
Hello,
Thanks
Brian.
for joining us. Valley
Yeah, Dominic's going to be translator.
Searches. I'm friends with somebody on Facebook called Valley Rallies. Is that the same?
Yeah.
As Valley Searches?
Probably.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah. I
Valley
think that is
Searches,
part of it, isn't it?
That's the group, isn't it? Valley Searches.
Thing is, Dave, as well, if you smell any of that funny stuff that gets smelly at these events, it's not me anymore. I've given up.
Sure.
Seriously. Over a month now, I've given up. I am straight as a die. This is an actual cigarette, which I'm allowed to smoke for the rest of my life because I was born before 2009. I know that's hard to believe. I know that's very hard to believe, but yeah, this is all died, just like yours, mate. Just died to look like a badger's ass.
I can't believe it. How does it feel?
Oh, mate. Oh. The thing with that, it suppresses dreams, makes you sleep, suppresses dreams. When you come off of it, the dreams are vivid and you remember every part of it. And it's like my entire life all mixed up with different people, different places I've lived. I mean, the other night I was on a motorbike and see an ex-girlfriend and started knocking off her a bit on the side of the road and stuff, and then went off wheeling and spinning round. And you know what I mean? I ain't ridden a bike since I was 16, for Christ's sake. It's taken a while to re-hook up the brain in a way that's not affected by the serotonin sort of like levels when you do smoke that stuff. And yeah, I thought it's about time. Plus, I think the stuff that's out there nowadays is being laced with various things, which are not good. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to save some money. And yeah. So I'm on the coffee at the moment, but I might be on the bottle of wine and stuff like that. So hopefully I won't get all punchy and stuff. So be nice.
Yeah, good on you, Rob. I mean, you're going to have to be strong at rallies if your friends are doing it and that. You know, 'cause that's
yeah,
you know what I mean.
I've still got some, and I can still smell it in there. And if I want it, I've got it there. But I'm sort of like, I've told my kids, I've told everyone that I've given up.
You've got kids. You're not old enough.
Huh?
You're not old enough.
Like, one of my kids is a teacher at a school and everything. My other kid is in university at the moment. Yeah, I'm past
are they yours?
Age. Yeah, I've got two beautiful girls, and
they're both yours.
Ignore him, Rob.
I think so. I think they are. The trouble is, and they both admit it, they look just like me.
Have they got a beard in that as well?
Yeah, just. You know,
I didn't want to say so your daughters look like Joe Brand, but your daughters look like Joe Brand.
Right, that's it. I'm out of it.
Going. Rob, have you been out detecting of late?
No, I haven't been out detecting.
You are definitely looking forward to that next weekend. Then.
Last year, I think it was sometime. But yeah, I haven't been out Friday. All this, you know, I mean, I go out for the fun of it and that, and going out in bad weather and muddy fields, that ain't for me. Nah, not at all. The next thing I've got to get is an electric bike so I can bugger off across the fields on that without having to walk everywhere and stuff. And yeah, that's my next planned piece of kit.
That's it. I mean, when I remember being at was it Detectiveville at Rodney Cook? I can't remember. And we'd walk miles. We think we set off at 9, and we were out till we'd done 9 hours. It was 6 o'clock, and we were still out. And we were trying to read this map, me and Chris. Well, he was reckoning he could read it. I had no idea. I'm not very good with
Well, I think this coming weekend, like the Chipping Norton dig, I think they're doing a nighttime dig as well on there. So we might be going out at like 10 o'clock at night or whatever, or whenever it's dark, and all going out in the fields in the dark with our little torches. So I'm going to be teaching everyone how to nighthawk properly. You know what I mean? Taping up the light, using the little light on the nocturne so you can just see the bottom of that, and the farmer can't see you. So yeah, I'll be giving out all my top tips.
Where was that? There was some. I went to another rally that did a night hunt. I can't remember where it was. I know Chris went in it. He loved it. I didn't go because I don't like the dark.
Oh, you'll be all right in the dark with us. Me and Tidy will look after you.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Rob, Philip Wills asks, what's the earliest you've got up in the afternoon to go detecting?
I'm not as bad as the Dark Knight. I'm not as bad as him. He don't get up until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon because we get him so smashed the night before. But yeah, I'm made to get up. People come along and bang on my van and stuff and annoy the hell out of me. And then they get the wrath of Rob in the morning. I'm not a morning person. So, until I've had my cup of tea, generally shout at someone. And then I'll hobble off and do mid-morning sort of thing. But, yeah, all this early morning stuff. I mean, I know the early bird catches the worm and all that sort of stuff. But, I'd rather have a knock dog later. It's just, yeah.
Oh, I really enjoy going out early, me. I like being out early and then getting back for about 2:30.
Yeah, it's all right going back for lunch because then you have lunch.
Yeah.
And then it's sort of like, do I bother to go back out again? Can I be asked to walk up the field? That's a good thing about the old RCM, where they have all the buggies and stuff to get you to fields and back.
Yeah.
Especially for crippled up people like myself. By the time I walked through all the tents and that, I'm like, I'm done. I ain't even got to a field yet, and I'm done just walking across the field to get there. So
I nearly cried at Rodney Cup. I looked at the map, and we still had about 6 kilometres to come. I was going up and down these hills like that, and I was going.
I've seen you on the Garrett buggy many times. Many times, and I'm like, "There's that on the buggy." On the buggy, and yeah, I've seen you. Yeah, don't you? We've got a buggy.
I do go on the buggy. It's not my buggy; it's a Garrett buggy. So obviously, I know.
And
but I never am on the buggy when I'm coming back. So the problem
on the Garrett
with the
tent at RCM
to the end of the field as far as you can possibly go. Then we lose them. Because they're always up a hill somewhere, them Garrett people. If they see a big hill, they want to be up into the top. Don't know why, but they do. So we lose them, and then I'm 17 miles away from the back to the dig, and I've got to walk it all the way.
I know something else, and hopefully my buddy will be able to tell me about the new storm and stuff, maybe, whether they bring it over with them. But I know someone who's picking up all the Garrett team at about 4 o'clock in the morning tonight and going on his permission over Kentish way or whatever, Cambridgeshire sort of way. So I know the team's coming over tonight, and I don't know if they're bringing that new storm with them.
Not another storm. We've had enough of that rain already.
We might be just coming over doing some business.
Well, I think they're coming over because he's got such good land, and they just want to detect on his land, to be honest. They're literally flagging him. They've hired a car that he's got to drive there, and he's the absolute worst person for it. Don't matter if he's got sat nav or anything. He's an absolute pillock when it comes to getting places. He doesn't drive out of his local area, so he's got to go all the other side of London, pick them up, and then get them back. So they might only get to the fields in a couple of days' time, possibly. But should be.
Talking of the RCM, there's been quite a few posts that Gary and the team have been putting out this week, in particular about the monies raised and what it's gone towards, videos in the Dyson Centre that's opening and whatnot. So anybody, if you go onto the Big Detecting Show Facebook group, you'll be able to find all that information and see where the money is raised from the Rodney Cook Memorial is actually going to. I thought it very informative.
Over 100 grand last year, wasn't it? Overall, with the No Frills one and the other digs that they've done, and obviously the main event. I mean, it's absolutely awesome. The amount of money just from a couple of detecting events, 100 grand.
No.
I mean, all out to Gary and the team. I mean, I know Adrian does a hell of a lot in the background and that. I know the ticket sales. I mean, that says it all in itself, doesn't it? Literally within minutes, it's sold out. I mean, it's lucky that you got to know the right people and get early tickets and stuff. And sorted out a couple of people with early tickets. But yeah, it's amazing what they do. Absolutely amazing. And I mean, you know, all the people that put their time and effort into it, you got to love them. They're absolutely brilliant. You know, other people doing stuff in the background and earning money for them that you don't even hear about unless you know them off of Facebook and stuff. Everyone gets behind it, and it's such a good atmosphere there. I mean, Detectival last year, as you know, mate, you know what I mean, with the Magic Teapot and that, it was more of a sort of quite a family event as such. A lot of different people there, from all over yet again. And
but isn't it mad how it's gone 180 degrees? Because it used to be Detectival was mad and Rodney Cook was the nice family event.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the bigger and better the Rodney Cook's got, the more people have gone there, and then Detectival have gone the other way, and it's gone all chillaxed and beautiful.
I mean, Pete and that have done a really good job with. I mean, they asked us with the sort of unofficial sponsored people, you know, what to get, and I'd suggested like fun fair sort of stuff and that, and then they had that ball rolling one, and I thought I didn't even actually go on it. I didn't realise afterwards you could win pinpointers and stuff like that, and I was like, I missed out, damn it. But you know, that's what comes with sitting in the teapot all day with hippies and half naked people strumming the guitars, isn't it?
And that was just me.
You loved that teapot, didn't you, Dave?
Time of my
Going
life.
on about the teapot all the time. You loved it.
Listen, I love a cup of tea.
Hot chocolate, bit of coffee. And I'd follow them on Facebook, and they do lots of events, obviously. And one of the ones that they do is a naturism one. So if you want tickets for that, both of you, you know, you'll adore your face then.
Naked cup of tea.
Yeah. When that fire...
Hi to Paul King. He's saying hi to Dawn from Sicily. Gosh, we're reaching some places here, aren't we?
God, that's the
Kansas,
Mafians in the house.
Sicily.
The Sicilians. Hello.
James Barnes, teapots massive forever.
It's what? Sorry?
James Barnes says teapots forever. I said the teapot massive forever. That's us. That.
Yeah, you like them teapots.
Yeah, there was a lovely lady at the teapot. I was chatting to the lady for about an hour out the back. That was just before I see you, Dave.
Is that when you went and used their toilet for a poo instead of going to the other ones?
So he's trying to get in Kim so he can use a nice toilet.
Well, I thought I was getting on really well with her until her husband come out, and he sort of like butted in. She was very friendly. I really did. Yeah. They're good people at the teapot.
They do their own festival where they've got more of them, and he's created a stage which resonates itself, so they don't have speakers. It just sends the reverberation and the music back on itself, so you get this.
Well, the teapot they had Detectival, I think, was one of their smaller ones, wasn't it? Because they have got bigger, so they've got several that they do use at other festivals. I think at least 3 of their weird tent things. So hopefully they bring the bigger one, and it'll get a better spot as well. I quite liked it that it was at the back, so people didn't really see where it was. So it had exclusive members like you and me and the team, and but they need to have it a little bit more accessible, I think, for it to get used a lot more. But yeah, 4 o'clock in the morning, go along for a cup of tea and a bit of dangle on the old guitar. Top stuff.
Not too much dangle because they got stopped, didn't they?
Yeah,
playing your dangle too loud.
Well, what can we do?
But
yes, Steve, I should work at the teapot. Great place.
What would you do though? You just sit there drinking tea.
Well, and stoke the fire, you know, poke it.
For no.
Oh dear. Well, I'm trying to take Adrian's place, and no one said shaft yet. You know.
Yeah, but I said moist, deep penetration.
Well, yeah.
Oh, is that when you've got to get words in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For half an hour, you got to get double entendres in.
Oh,
you never noticed.
Quite good at that sort of thing.
Do you
actually?
Do you
you're not very
wax
good
your
at
shaft
it
on your Garrett to make it slide out more easier, Dawn? Do you like to
Yeah,
wax
no,
it?
well, it's got 2 knobs on it, and then if you pull them, the shaft does go up and down.
Oh,
Especially
God,
if
I
it
love
goes
you.
that way.
Do you grease it?
How do you pull it out? How do you do it with your knobs? Ah, wow. Look at the distance. Me and Dave just go like that with our you was like that.
Well, writing with a pen.
I didn't have red eyes, Steve. That's a lie.
Anyway,
I
I've
do
seen-
remember sharing with certain people though, and Adrian not being here at the moment, and his son. Yeah, it was the first time they shared my cup of tea, my herbal tea. And I'm not saying Dave shared my herbal tea, but he caned half of it, bugger.
I like a nice cup of tea.
We all do, but
Moist
you know,
and warm.
I've had to go over to coffee now, so you know.
Somebody said before, I think it was Nick West, try Skull Crusher coffee.
Got a bag of that in the kitchen.
Go.
It's got the most, and when you drink that, it literally gives you a buzz straight away. First couple of swigs, and you're like, "Ooh, okay, rightio, ooh."
I was getting the coffee bags for a while. I got one of the lads in work got the Skull Crusher coffee bags.
Oh, they got coffee bags.
Oh yeah. So
wow.
we were on them for a while, but it was a little bit too intense for me.
It is proper strong. I think it was like 350 milligrams of caffeine or something in each cup.
Yeah, it was like 325 milligrams over the daily recognized limit.
Yeah, it's probably not good for you, but you know, who cares? Everything bad is good for you.
I've started getting these coffees from B&M Bargains, and they're like a little sachet where you just rip the top off, and it's got all milk and everything in it already. And you can get 10 of those for 89 pence, and they're really nice. So I buy about 40 at a time now. So I've
got the nice cappuccino from Nescafe. I just bought another box of those.
Yeah, they're the ones that set me off. I started I really like them, but then
the coffees they've improved it apparently.
Yeah,
new
nice.
Improved ones, and they really are good. They are good.
I've just put a kilogram of
Coke.
It's latte, but I can't remember the brand. It's not the gold one; it's the red one. I've just put a kilogram of that in the van anyway for work.
Anyway,
so
Rob,
you're dipping in the van, then,
I'll
Dave?
ask you a question while I'm being a host. That's all right.
Oh yeah.
Have you dug up any hoards?
Oh, tell her about your what's the word?
Seal matrix.
Have you had a hoard
of
Jesus nails?
Christianity stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nails.
I dug up two of. I didn't get the foot one, but I got the 2 hand nails that Jesus was smacked in at the cross. Found 2 of those.
Right.
Every time I get them out and put them in the cross position, a halo appears above my head. And I get good luck and everything. So they're holy relics that I've dug up. Another one was I did have a hoard of holy ring pulls. They're literally the monks and that have been out on the beer and and some buckfast tops from the monks at the monastery.
Oh yeah,
they're good.
Do you know what? True story. First raffle I ever did. Guess who won the Buckfast?
Me. And I drank it. It was great. I really enjoyed that.
Like it? Yeah. Oh, it's like cough syrup. Oh, it's bloody horrible.
He found her down a local bus station at 2 o'clock in the morning now with half her clothes on, but she liked
it. I was going to say. And was you talking in a Scottish accent at the time?
I don't know. I know I made a picture at the time with Rab C. Nesbitt body and put my head on it and had a bottle like that with Bucky on it. Do you remember that picture?
In fact, every raffle I've ever done, and Dawn's been there, she's won alcohol on, would you believe?
That's what I mean. It's all
an
gone.
Attraction, isn't it? You know what I mean? Definitely an attraction there.
That I'm some sort of alcoholic.
She's a lush.
She
is.
But yeah, I've not been lucky enough to find a hoard.
Well, don't worry, because I've not found a hoard either. The only hoard I found was of bag seals. I found 11 bag seals in a little pile. Well, there was in a little area. That's the closest apart. Oh, and I've had a little hoard of like modern coins, you know, from 1940s.
I've seen hoards come up. I was there at the Spring Detective Hall where the hoard of silvers and golds come up, literally right next to them. Watching them from the hill and thinking, right, I'm staying the extra night and going over there and having some of them. But nah, they put a digger over the top of it, the buggers. And they had someone camping in a van right next to it because I was going to go and start the digger up. Just one scrape, yeah, have that, leg it.
I've been part of a jetting hoard with two mates. Yeah.
Steve Cord in the chat, he had a hoard of quite rare, I think the twin ring bullets or something. They were from a rare rifle that I think they had a hole in the bottom of them, and there was about 200 of them in this one little bit. So it must have been a shooting range, and the bullets going into the hay at the back or whatever, and then dropping down. But yeah, that was quite cool. I mean, things like that.
Ringers,
I love that.
3 ringers, he said.
Was it 3 ringers?
I like them lead bullets. They're nice. So little musket balls are all right, but I do like the ones with the rings on, 2 ringer and 1 ringers and things. I do like them.
91 in that hole. And then you got Tezza, obviously Garrett Crew. He had his hoard of Roman stuff and that, and some brilliant stuff he's had.
He's knocking it out of the park lately, isn't he?
With staters and all sorts, and his lad finding Celtic ones and that. Absolutely brilliant.
Got to move to Kent.
Here's one for you, Don. Nick West from Metal Detecting War Relics, and I've still got a little bit left in mine. He's bringing a gallon of Calvados to the RCM.
Oh, is he? Is he sharing it?
He's bringing a pop-up military heritage museum to the site, and they're having a shooting range set up.
What, guns?
Probably.
I'm quite an expert with
guns.
I like guns.
Well, you're from Rochdale, Dawn, so...
No, when he was in America. No, when I was in America, I was in Oklahoma. Was he in? No, can't remember. Can't remember where it was. It was somewhere next to Texas. And when I was out there, one of the guys said to me, "Have you ever shot a gun?" And I went, "Oh no, no." He said, "Do you want to have a go?" I went, "Oh no." Pulled this gun out. It was massive. It was like huge. Honestly, it was massive. I had it over my head like that.
Is this a euphemism, though?
No. So anyway, so he's over the top of me. There's 2 of them there. There was Bob over here, and then there was this guy that was doing it. He was unlocking this and unlocking that, all these locks on it. And then he went, "Shoot that tree." So I'm like this, man, boom! I was that chuffed to shot the tree. I went, "Look, Bob," and Bob's going, "Oh no, you're gonna kill me!" I nearly shot Bob.
This is great. I love this. Yay. Nothing like a bit of safety.
Matt Kent, Calvados is apple brandy.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
From the Calvados region. And it's bloody strong. It's like paint stripper. Very nice, though.
Do you want me to make you some more lemon cake this year, Dave?
What do you think?
I've got a bottle. I'll just go and grab it. It's been
and I'm also open and awaiting Mr. Petticon's wife to send the Welsh cakes as well.
Well, I've put an order in for his Welsh cakes already. And
apparently, he said he's going to have some next Thursday at the Chipping Norton event.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I put an order in, but I've asked him if he could put my name on the bag because last time Chris ate mine.
What's that? Bomb rum.
It's 40%, and this bottle has been on. I think I've had it since 2019, and it's been on every event. And people have a swig of it, and they go, "Yeah, that do. Thank you very much." It's absolutely mad stuff.
Nick says that they're bringing machine guns.
Oh, is that like the fun fair ones where you got the tube of little balls? and you put that in, and you used to try and like take the star out of the. You remember those? You had the sort of white target with a red star, and if you took out every bit of red, you won a prize. And you just like, and they were like air compressor ones.
No, they didn't have them put up here. Machine gun pump bears. They didn't have those.
Good old machine guns.
I've just got to. Oh, bugger. Hold on a minute.
Who are you going to bugger?
Whoever I want.
Okay,
I'm going to go to a gig in Scotland as well after Detectival. And it's the first time that I've been to Scotland. I've not been up there before, so it's somewhere on the border.
Detectomania.
I think so. Yeah, it's something like that. It's called. Yeah.
Yeah, we had Gary on from there a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, did you? Yeah. So I've got my tickets for that. In fact, they're here. Look, there they are.
Yeah, mine are here under
Oh, they're
everything.
flash, aren't they? They're flashy tickets.
Did they get a special one?
Oh, look, we've all got the number now, so we can copy that. Well done. Cheers, Don.
I'm just checking now. No, there is no number.
We'll be
All right.
turning up with our blonde wigs on, like, hi.
Well, I'm going to have to get my bottle of the obvious for the weekenders, aren't I, Steve Cord? Pineapple rum.
Pineapple rum. Oh, that smells nice.
You've never had Dave Sadler's pineapple rum?
No.
You come for some mead, didn't you, at Detecticon?
Can't remember.
How's she going to remember that?
Can't even remember what did say. Oh, here he is, Shaney.
Shane, put your phone on the side. You think you need better by there he is.
You know what? Shane's wife
anyone on here,
the
don't you?
nicest salad that I've ever ate in my whole life.
Made the nicest what?
Salad.
You taking the piss?
No, when I went digging with Shane, when he invited me.
Shane, have a word of her. She's never to make a salad again. That's disgusting. Salad.
Dude, it was
Garnish.
lovely.
Loads of
Really put a lot
garnish.
of effort into it.
Thankfully, she makes me cake.
And
She does make you cake.
And then I found
Salad
that in
cake.
the third, didn't I, with you?
Yeah.
Found
Gonna
it
be
in
carrot
the third.
cake.
Yeah.
It's a big year for Shane this year, Dawn, as well as the RCM and whatnot. Shane's getting married in November.
Oh, right, you Shaney.
I am indeed.
Condolences, mate.
Oh,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Do you know what's worse than that, Rob?
Go on then.
I'm his best man.
Oh, God, you're scraping your barrel there, aren't you?
I was exactly what I was going to say, Dawn. Definitely.
Well, we've come up with a
Have you
bit of
got
a
any other
plan.
friends?
We've decided if you've watched American Pie, the wedding, we're gonna
You'd
do the
stop
dance.
giving it away. Me and Shane have got to do the. You've seen American Pie where Steffler does the dance on the dance floor in the gay club.
I really want to hear the speech he gives. That's going to be a funny speech. Wow.
Where are you getting married, Shane? Are you staying in the Midlands?
Yeah, basically Dave's own time when Mongol.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
All right. Mongleton.
Mongleton, yeah.
Mongleton.
Well, it's called Mongleton.
It's called Mongleton, but everyone's a Mong here, so it's Mongleton. I'm surprised he's never even heard that before.
I
Tickled him that.
We've broke him. We've broke him. Shane, I was staying at the start of the show. We went detected on Saturday, didn't we? 5 of us, and it was just horrendous.
Yeah.
Not only with the green waste, but digging in that glue. Was
Clay,
terrible,
wet,
wasn't it?
horrible. Oh,
It's horrible,
wasn't
isn't
fun.
it? No.
Wasn't fun. And we
Rob's
found
still
nothing,
giggling.
nothing at all.
Mate, I'm just cancelling out all the Mongo jokes in my head because I know it'll just get you like, that's it, this video's off. Oh, dear.
I've done well this. You know where I took you, Dawn?
Yeah.
I had my first gold coin off there the other day.
What, off that top field?
Yeah.
At the top where that guy lived?
Yeah, well, next to the adjoining field.
All right, where you were talking to that man, weren't it? That you know when you were having a chat with that guy who was at yeah, I know what you mean. Oh,
Yeah,
well done.
yeah.
What sort of coin was it?
A George III, third guinea.
Oh,
Nice.
Tiny little thing.
Well jealous.
And you missed it, Dawn. You missed it when you was on his land. You should have had that. It'd have been gutted.
Rob, I
wouldn't it?
have to interject here, right? According to the Urban Dictionary, Congleton, also known as Mongleton, is a small town with absolutely no signs of human intelligence. Mostly used by the dead, visiting charity shops and coffee shops, this town offers absolutely nothing of interest. They do, however, happen to be the only town in Cheshire to still have a peacocks, which is why everyone in Congleton looks like the same. Due to incest and there only being one closed shop for the small population of brainless dead people. That's Mongleton, according to the Urban Dictionary.
Sounds about right. Oh,
You know what, I'm laughing at in Rochdale. We would call it Dogdale.
Oh, good old
really well
Rochdale.
this year with gold so far.
That was his latest goal. Let me put it on big for you, Shane.
Me little half a ring.
Yeah, I was going to say it's half of one.
Ring that. Is it gold as well? Half a gold.
Yeah, 22 carat, I believe. No hallmarks on it though.
Yeah.
And then there was that Georgie. He's beautiful.
It's lovely, that, isn't it? The thing with gold is you see them come out and they're just lovely, aren't they?
I think now. I used to get tricked like Dave a lot of the time by aluminium, and I think now, when it goes gold,
aluminium. No, Rob, not the aluminium trick. That's Ron. I'm the little acorn bullet.
The worst one is them old French francs.
Yes, yeah, and they do
The
look
amount
gold.
of times I've dug up an old French franc and it's gold, it's the same size as a Victoria sovereign and everything, and it's till you get the dirt off, and then you see it's French franc. Oh,
yeah. I've had 4 gold so far this year and 9 hammered, so I've done pretty damn well so far.
yeah, you have done all right, haven't you?
And 3 fibs, so not bad at all. That field that we went on, Dave had your first fib from there, didn't you?
Yeah. I've had 1 hammered and 1 fib this year.
Good little feel that, because I mean I got
one
Henry
fib,
III off there, didn't I?
It was stonking as well. It was perfect condition, wasn't it?
It was a great
Nice.
coin, that. A really lovely coin.
But since you've been, they've ploughed it. Hence why they're still coming up. Yeah.
All right.
Matt Kent, yes, they do say that about Ellesmere Port. It's probably worse than Ellesmere Port. That's where I was born and raised.
You don't happen to have the old what 3 words for where you found these, have you, mate?
I could do. I had that gold as well.
What's
Ooh,
what's
that's
that?
nice.
Oh, nice.
Little brooch.
Yeah.
Wasn't that at the
Oh, wow.
weekend on Sunday when we didn't go out with you?
No, that one wasn't. No.
Oh.
This
Are those
weekend,
actually diamonds in that?
I don't know what they are. I've not had them tested, but
Send it over. I've got a tester.
I don't think that'll be a piece of amber.
We found a little brooch like that when me and you was digging. I think it was you that found it.
No,
That
it was
little
you found it with a little.
Oh, was it
stone
me
in
that found it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shane, we've had big breaking news tonight.
What have I missed?
Rob hasn't smoked anything that's green for over a month.
Well done.
I know he's done well, hasn't he?
I can see clearly now.
tell you.
Apparently,
Oh, dear.
tomorrow he's decorating that room, putting new wallpaper on.
Never. Don't diss the wallpaper, man.
I've been
Get some
decorating.
paisley
mine.
on.
I could turn you around and show you what I look at most of the time, which is just hello.
Is that wallpaper?
Or we go on to the old cool bus. But yeah,
It's literally a cool
weird
bus.
things. Or we could go over to the old Lizard Peninsula shipwrecks when I used to go diving on all that lot. Thousands of them.
Where's the Lizard Peninsula, Rob?
Cornwall. It's the
Right.
nicest part of Cornwall. The definitely the best bit of
Lizard
Cornwall. It's
Point,
the most
lovely.
southerly point, I think. And there's some beautiful places, beaches and that down there. But that's it's about 10 miles, I think, until you get up to Houston is the main town. But anything down from there along the coast there, absolutely top. When I was diving down there, there's a river that comes out and we didn't see it, but they'd been hiding it for a couple of years. Right on one of the riverbanks opposite the port was a load of gold bangles and, you know, really ancient stuff. A hell of a load of it on a shipwreck there. And it was literally, you know, I mean, you could jump off the bank, go down 6 feet, and there was all this gold and stuff found. And we was going past it on a boat each day to go out to some shitty wreck somewhere or something. But gutting, mate, gutting. But yeah, there's some lovely beaches there that you're not allowed to detect on. I think one of them's called like Silver Cove or something, and all the old pieces of 8 and stuff like that are there. Same as the Needles off of Isle of Wight. There was a shipwreck at the bottom of the Needles, and it's only, even when it's like the water's up, it's about 6 feet deep, and literally those pieces of 8 and that, I've known hundreds of them come off of there by divers that fell off the boat when they was going past it and literally thought, oh, we'll just have a little look around, and then fell back on the boat with all this pirate silver. Yeah, not me, obviously, because I would know that you're not allowed to dive on that. Obviously, I wouldn't do that sort of thing. Tumbleweed moment. That's it. Dollar Cove, Silver Dollar Cove. Yeah, there's some great stuff down there. And Kynance Cove, I think that's the prettiest beach in the UK. Kynance Cove is beautiful, and it gets cut off halfway round when the tide comes in. And I was there. We had my little kid. She was about 3 or 4 years old, and my mate had their baby there, and we was round the other side. And me and him went around. There's an island that called Asparagus Island, because they grow asparagus on it. And there's a cut through the middle of it, and we done snorkeling all the way through and around, and then come back and sort of like, oh, I think the tide's coming quite a bit. And as we went back around 4 foot deep, and we had to carry like a pram and all this other around through the water, and then a helicopter come down, a rescue helicopter, but that was for someone else. But we thought, oh God, here we go. But yeah, beautiful place down there. If you've never been there, mate, you've definitely got to have a little visit. It'd be nice to metal detect it, because there's caves all the way along, and you know, these pirates, they like to hide their stuff there, don't they?
Where do you live?
Me, I'm in Reading, Illinois.
Oh yeah, I've asked that before.
Reading,
I thought you were in Cornwall for some reason.
Oh, I would love to. I'd love to live down there, especially in the winter when you don't get all the grockles and stuff. Well, people like us. But yeah, that Devon, Cornwall, I do love that area. I do love that sort of, anywhere down from Cheddar Gorge, I think, along that coastline, and that is beautiful. Love it, especially the one you can drive on. Can't remember, something Sands, and you can drive on it. I nearly wrote my BMW off on there when I first got it. I thought, oh, let's do a bit of getting up to 70 mile an hour, and then suddenly I'm going baboo towards the waves, and I'm thinking, ooh, and didn't really want the tires to dig in, but yeah, much fun. And then I crashed it on the way out, I think. Yeah. I took the traction control off because it was on sand, and it just wouldn't go anywhere. But when I got out onto the road, I went to turn right, and I just went straight across the road, up a curb, and then into a fence. Because I obviously didn't have the traction control on. Yeah, I did forget. I literally, there was loads of holiday makers. I just reversed off, drove down the road thinking, oh, that's it, I've smashed the hell out of the car. But I ain't stopping and having a look, because, you know, everyone's just like, dickhead.
Tidy says, was it Brame Sands?
Yes. Yeah. Green Sands, I think it's pronounced,
Andrew
something like
T
that.
lived in Cornwall for 18 years and loved it. Michael Jarvis says there's a wreck about 800 metres from Kynance Cove towards Land End. Talking of wrecks, hopefully in May, I'm waiting for him to get back to me. There's a new TV program out in America called Lost submarines, World War II submarines or something on the History Channel. For those of you who watched the show for a number of years, and for those of you who remember on Discovery, Cooper's Treasure, Daryl Miklos from Cooper's Treasure, he'll be coming. He was supposed to be on a while ago, but unfortunately he got tied up with other business. He's only on land semi-regularly because he does a lot of filming and a lot of diving. So hopefully he'll be coming on to discuss the show, because that starts in the UK on the History Channel next month. So he'll be coming on. Hopefully, he has promised to join us. He's one of them people you could talk to all day, because the stories he's got phenomenal. The finds that him and his dad before him have had, and the people who've taught him how to dive and look at wrecks and what have you. Some of the tales are absolutely phenomenal.
I've dived on 2 submarines out from, where was it? Weymouth sort of way, Portland sort of way. One was the Sidon, which was used as, basically they used it for practice, like shooting practice and stuff. And then they were towing it back, and one of the dickheads left the hatch open, and waves were coming in and it sunk. And then the other one was the M2 submarine, which had opening covers like that, and an aeroplane popped out of it, and it had a little sort of like shoot off bit, and it was like one of the first submarines to have an aeroplane on it, so it could come up, send the aeroplane off, and then they would, I think it would land on floats or whatever, and then they'd put it back in the submarine. That was quite a cool one, so you could get into the holds there. But yeah, very, very trippy when you're underneath the water and you sort of come up over that. And we had great visibility, so you could see the whole of the Sidon submarine. And I remember a jellyfish went past it, and it was, I don't know, at least 2 to 3 foot across on the head, and the tentacle bits coming off of the back of it. It was the length of this submarine. And there was a couple other divers on it, and they got it across the face and got all stung up and everything. So that was pretty funny.
Nick West says they found a lost U-boat when he lived in Spain.
Wow.
Tidy says there's 2 U-boats in the Bristol Channel just off Padstow.
Wow. I know we tried to find, and I think it's out from Bournemouth Beach or one of the beaches, where they tested the tanks with the screens up for going on D-Day. Bye.
Bye, Shane.
On F off. Anyway, yeah, and there's a few tanks out there that sunk. The waves were too high, and they're pretty cool to try and find.
That's all he ever hears in the field off me. Shane. That's why he never, when I take the walkie-talkies with us, he never takes it off me, because he'll be going, Shane.
Walkie-talkies, they're fun.
His phone died.
Oh, God.
Bye, Shane. You should have plugged it in. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, Shane. Thanks for all the work behind the scenes for the Big Detecting Show, and for co-hosting as well. Appreciate everything you do. Thank you very much.
There you go.
That is lovely in his show.
Do you think, Rob, you'd have been able to actually remember all that if you were still in a month ago?
I remember different things.
Is this a vivid dream?
Yeah, it could be. I'm just making this all up. It's all for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, I mean, that's why I'd still have to smoke a fag when I'm on the internet for some reason. It's a bit like Dawn. She feels like, I've got to have a beer or whatever. It's the one time that you can sort of, and that was one of the problems. I was going on lives for like 8-9 hours within the auditing community. Don't ever go there. There are a bunch of actual animals, and it is just full on drama. So it's quite good fun.
Community
auditing. They go around and audit sort of like police stations and stuff like that.
Fucktards.
Yeah, those ones. There's a whole community, and they all do these lives, and it's just they fucking hate each other. They absolutely rip. You know what I mean? Someone's done something 10 years ago, and they rip into it. I'll tell you what it's like. It's a little bit like what's been going on Facebook the last few weeks with those 2 absolute fannies, who are like bitching like little gaylords at each other. I'll fight you, I'll do this, I'll do that. Oh, fucking makes me laugh. I can't wait to see them at events because I will take the piss something rotten out of both of them. You know what I mean? You absolute little bitches. Oh, you done this, you done that. And I know you know who I'm on about, and I know I won't even mention the names. You know.
One of them's banned from this show, so.
What, both of them or just one of them?
Now,
Just one of them.
I've seen a
Yes,
post where
today.
they made friends, which I'll be glad
Yeah.
if they made friends.
That's why I call them both fannies. If you're gonna hate someone, then properly bloody hate them. Keep up with it, you puss.
Yeah, man.
I shouldn't wind them up. I've met both of them, obviously, and you know what I mean. I get on with everybody, but I will
Daughter's
take
here now.
it.
Come and say hello, daughter. It's not Adrian.
Hello.
Come and say hello to Dawn and Rob. She said, "No, can you hear her?" Yeah, I'm getting you drink.
Oh, absolutely. Hello. How you doing? Hi.
Hi.
How are you
Hello.
doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm
Can
all
you
right.
go like that on your dad's head? Thank you.
Yeah, go on.
Now punch him in the face. Now punch him in the face.
Ready to
But
the
yeah,
alcohol
you've got to love a
covered.
bit
No, I've got the Calvados and the pineapple rum and the mead ahead.
Got to love a bit of drama on the internet, and people get very upset about the smallest of things. You know, like most of the women get upset with me about the small things, but yeah.
Well, it's been marvellous. It's been the 200th show. Not everything's gone to plan.
Not much has gone to plan, really, Dave.
Not much. Rob's
You've got me
up.
on here. It must have gone completely tits up, really, isn't it?
Shane came and then went.
You sent me an email and I got it about 3 hours later.
But I did
Because
send it. I did send
Adrian
it
was
3
only
hours
halfway
previously.
down. Then what
I'm
else?
not saying we miss Adrian, but we really didn't, did we? We got Dawn on, so you know.
Well,
Ain't you
listen.
trying to do at least half 10?
No, we go at 9:30. I've got to get up
Really?
in the morning.
Yeah, I have to. I'm usually in bed at
Hour
this
and a
time, me.
I'm not
So
an
I would
auditor.
get up early.
God,
usually
can't we
awake
get a
now.
couple more people on? Shouldn't we get someone else on? At
no,
least
we don't go
another
to bed now.
200 show. You should do 200 hours.
Well, I'm not. I'm going at 1:30 because I've got
200 minutes.
No, but absolutely fantastic, Dave. Your show, you know, you've been, the longest running, the best detecting show out there, and to keep it up week after week, even though when you've got, failures that won't turn up because they'd rather have a beer down the pub or whatever, what can I say? But it is your show. You are the creator
No, it's
of it.
not my show. It's
Yes, it
everybody's
is.
show.
No. All right,
It
it's
is.
everyone's show run by yourself.
I'll keep saying
agree
it.
with Rob.
Me and Adrian just drive it. We're just the
No,
drivers.
Adrian's just a tag along, mate. Look, he ain't here, so we can flag him off as much
He's
as we
just like
want.
sitting there having a beer, Adrian.
Oh, it's an excuse for a bottle of wine, isn't it? At least one bottle of wine. So,
At least.
but yeah, congratulations. We should. I haven't got any. Have I got any fireworks? I have, but they're probably a little bit too big for.
Just give a
people.
trump and set fire to it.
I was going to print you a little card and hold it up, but I couldn't be bothered.
Let me set fire to myself. Right, there we go. Happy 200th.
Well, now everybody is asking Dawn to spill the beans on the storm. It must be time to go.
Right, let me just get this clear, right? I know you all think that I know about the storm, right? I don't. So whatever Garrett are doing, they're keeping it really, really hush hush. And if they're sneaking about doing stuff and what
Welcome back.
Hey, Shane. I don't know anything, and they're not going to tell anybody. They're keeping it really close to the chest. So if you see anything out there where people are saying, "Oh, it's this or this is leaked or that's leaked," it's not leaked at all.
I heard, and I think it was from one of the Garrett people's, that it's not coming out for at least sort of like, this is about a month ago, at least 10 months.
It's gone again.
Oh wow!
It just I don't know whether it's coming out soon, whether it's coming out in 10 months. I don't know anything, and none of us do because, excuse me, we've had the thumb screws on them trying to get them drunk. Me and Iron Mike. Do you know Iron Mike? He does all the war. He digs up a lot of the war stuff. We were working on them really, and they said, look, we don't want to tell you because if you know anything, and then you might tell somebody else as a friend, and then that might, and then and it's, so they won't tell anybody.
They might tell two people, and they might. That was me Wayne's World there.
Yeah. So
I do know some info on it. That literally that geezer that was on the we're 60 years old, and he was a security guy. Yeah, he's my dealer as well, so I do know a little bit about the storm. So security, they're always the best people to get your gear off of because they rob it off of other people.
So there's actually nobody knows anything, honestly. Can all sort of guess, but we don't know. I mean, I said, well, what am I going to say?
Guarantee you, it's got a beast mode on it.
So
everything's a beast.
So
if it was mine, it'd be a beast mode.
If people ask me, and they said that there will be a detector out in 2024, but I don't know the price point and I don't know what it'll be like. That's it.
It'll be just before Christmas, so it can go out on the sales at Christmas time.
I don't know. I think that's time, that me. I mean, if anything, you'd be better off getting it for sort of the end of August, wouldn't you? Like that sort of time.
Well, yeah,
probably going to be released.
Now and then, really.
Big rallies, isn't it?
Market, but we're all surmising. Nobody knows.
It'll probably be one of the big rallies.
I mean, usually.
Well, listen, anyway, I want to go to bed now because I'm tired.
We was trying to keep you on. We kept you on for another 7 minutes, so we've done well.
No, Shane, thank you. Thank you to obviously everybody who watches the show, everybody who participates, all the guests, all the manufacturers, all the dealers, the likes of Graham Dempsey and your smaller companies. We couldn't do the show without you people who provide us with prizes. Adrian, when he turns up, co-hosts, even Aaron Weedle, who's co-hosted in the past and done his voiceovers, to Luke, who started the show, obviously, with me quite some time ago, and even to Mike Hare, who, if it wasn't for Mike, we probably wouldn't be here now doing the show. But for me personally, first and foremost, thank you to everybody who watches and listens to the show. Because some days it's like, can I be arsed? And then I come on, I have a good crack, and obviously you keep coming back. Don't know why. Just can't get my head around that, but you keep coming back, and I do appreciate it. I'm not like all these YouTubers, like some of them who were like, oh yes, look at me, I'm a YouTuber. Couldn't give a shit. Shane keeps saying in the chat there, subscribe, because we're nearly on 1,000 subscribers, but that's meaningless to me. I just like, obviously, coming on and having a crack. So thank you all.
And we all want to thank you, Dave, because you do put a lot of effort in, and doing something week in, week out is not easy. Like there's many times when people can't be asked, and most people think, "Oh, I can't be asked."
People get burnout of YouTube.
And you're always there, aren't you? And you're always keeping up with the news and everything, and being positive about things.
Like the couple in Dorset who dug up their kitchen, had a massive hoard found in a broken pot this week. Well, they haven't this week, but it's just gone to auction and raised a lot of money. Bloody people digging up the kitchens. Dig up our kitchen, you find Trevor bloody DoorDash, no doubt.
That's where I find anything good. You always find it on your own land.
Yeah, fair play.
Right. Dead
That's
cats.
us for this week. Next week, we have a show of a bit of difference. We are joined by a lady called Holly Ann Wood. Hollywood. True proper name as well.
Oh, is that a name, Hollywood?
Holly, it is. It's a proper. She has to call herself Holly Ann Wood because Facebook Hollywood. Rob, it's definitely a show that you would like to watch. There'll be a bit of paranormal stuff going on, but Holly, me and Shane are going to be taking Holly detecting. Holly's got some land in North Wales, and she's invited us to come along and detect it, but also we're going to be introducing Holly to the hobby as well, so she can see what's beneath her feet. So she'll be joining us next week on the show. Same time, same place as ever, 8 o'clock on Thursday night. You know where we are. If you want to, subscribe. If you don't, subscribe to Rob or Dawn. They're far more better than me. We just do it for a laugh.
Yeah, look out for the logo. Woohoo! I should be doing some lives next weekend, so I might even be able to get some famous people like Digger Dawn on the live from the dig. So you never know. I'll be out in the field somewhere.
So I'll come.
And Dawn, your job, Dawn, over this weekend is to binge watch Jeremy Clarkson's farm.
Oh, I'm going to, yeah. I'm going to be looking at the lay of the land and everything.
It's not just the lay of the land. You learn so much about farming from people who haven't got a clue.
All right.
It is entertaining, definitely. Well, thank you, Dave. Thanks for having us on, mate. And
thanks for coming on, Rob. It's a pleasure as ever.
Yeah,
next
see
200
you next week.
Yes.
Thank you,
yes.
Dawn. Thanks for joining us tonight and being the lovely co-host instead of the Adrian. And we will see you all same time, same place next week. Good night.
Bye.
Night. Bye.